The mysterious neighbor.
I've lived in my apartment building for 5 years. It's a peaceful place where people go about their lives without much fuss. That all changed when a new neighbor moved in next door. He was a tall man, always dressed in a black coat, regardless of the season. He moved in quietly, avoiding any social interaction. I remember wondering why someone would dress so formally and be so reclusive. My curiosity was piqued, but I didn't dwell on it. Everyone has their quirks. One night, around 2 a.m., I was jolted awake by strange noises coming from his apartment. At first, it was a low humming sound that seemed to echo through the walls. Occasionally, I heard clanking noises like metal hitting metal. I pressed my ear to the wall, trying to decipher the sounds, but they were too muffled and irregular to make sense of. The noises persisted for hours, leaving me unsettled. The following day, I noticed a strange smell in the hallway, a metallic scent reminiscent of burnt copper. I asked a few neighbors if they noticed it too, but no one else seemed to detect anything. It was as if I were imagining things. This sense of isolation heightened my anxiety. I convinced myself it was nothing, just a result of my overactive imagination. A few nights later, the noises returned, more pronounced than before. There was a loud thud, followed by the sound of something heavy being dragged across the floor. My heart raced as I debated whether to call the police. What would I tell them? My neighbor is making weird noises. It seemed trivial, so I decided to ignore it, though my unease lingered. Days passed and the disturbing sounds continued. My curiosity finally got the better of me. I decided to confront him, hoping to get some answers. I waited until I heard him leaving his apartment and approached him in the hallway. "Hey," I said, trying to sound casual. He turned slowly, his face shadowed under his coat's brim. Up close, he was even more unsettling. His skin was pale, his eyes sunken, and a long scar ran down the side of his face. "Is everything okay in there?" I asked, my voice faltering slightly. He stared at me for what felt like an eternity before responding with a cold, distant smile. "Everything's fine," he said softly. Without another word, he turned and walked away. I watched him leave, a shiver running down my spine.